largely because, you know, the director hit his assignment, the film crew hit their assignment, and each of the characters featured, you know, they had their assignment to do. And I'm saying this not to say that it's fictional as much as it is that, you know, when you come into a situation where, much like this moment, you walk in and you don't know anyone, a lot of faces and lights and a stage, and, you know, it's your responsibility almost to kind of bear your soul or your personality as best you can and not look as guarded as you could otherwise be. And there's a certain amount of guard that we need to have naturally. But if you walk in there with so much guard, then the piece itself will become that much more uninteresting. Does that make any sense? So I'm saying to say that I think that each of the characters presented, you know, turned around and did their best to present themselves, you know, as they could. And I think what happened was, you know, the director and the film crew, their job was to try to pay attention, pick up the subtle nuances, and then try to pick away at the surface exterior just enough so you can give the audience an opportunity to see behind or see into each one of those characters a little bit more. Is it
a true reflection of you then?
I believe that there's
Is it a true reflection of Kai, the artist, and the sculptor, and Phil Heath, the $1 million mansion, and the Ferrari driver? Is that?
I mean, you know, I don't know what he has in his house. I've not been privileged enough to go to his house. I know my house. So in the film, there was a lot of original embarrassment that went along with, you know, why you would probably not want people to see that. You know? So I remember having to think long and hard before, you know, we actually gave the cameras an opportunity to come to your place and start setting up. And, you know, my apartment was so small that they actually had to set, you know, their lights and cameras and all these other things that they bring when a you know, very large film crew shows up at your door. They had to set up in the hallway, you know, and, you know, bring into the apartment at different times the different things that they would need, you know, which again can be kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, because you're letting somebody into your confined space.
Yeah, and there's also an expectation that, you know, you have certain things, you know.
Yeah.
The dirty laundry, you don't want everybody to see.
Yeah. But whenever we talk about the real Kai Greene, whenever we look at Generation Iron and some of the photographs, do you still do, is the subway scenes and the white masks and the posing in the street, is that for the movie, is that for the magazines, or is that for the fans? Is that
Well, I think that stuff represents different times in the